Alright, this isn't a brevet or popular or anything. I'm just gonna go scouting out a town in northern Pennsylvania. I've been curious about. I don't think it's much to talk about, but it's famous for a silly reason. So it's a beautiful day, spring, maple flowers falling all over the car, and I'm avoiding some lawn work. So off we go. So I'm leaving town in the South Hill Recway. Nice little couple small climbs. Get to the road soon enough. A couple miles up the road, or down the trail rather. We'll hit Coddington and head down towards Whitechurch, which is kind of a route I take quite a bit. After worky kind of ride. Go down Coddington to Whitechurch, Brooktondale, get something at the market there, and head back on 79. That's a nice 20-mile ride. But we're not going to turn towards Brooktondale. We're going to go south a little bit more. This is an old rail trail. Connects up with Burns Road up here a little bit. And pleasant riding. A couple joggers out this morning. I started a little later than I wanted to, but it was a little chilly. Just I'll let it warm up a couple degrees so I don't have to carry an extra layer for like an hour of riding. And yeah, started at about 7:30 in the morning or so, I think. Oh, this is the end of the trail. We'll do a little quick hop up onto Burns here. Keep going down Coddington. Alright, I'm out here on Coddington. I'm gonna go on this for about 9 miles until I reach, I think, 96, which is a main road going south. Normally I turn at the bottom of this hill to go down Whitechurch. I'm gonna keep going. We're pretty close to the watershed boundary, I think, between I think we're actually there. Actually, this little stream, I think, flows south towards the Susquehanna and then down to the Chesapeake. We're going down Gridleyville Crossing now off of 96. All right, going up a climb on Tuttle Road. The first road I've never been on. It's a bright red magnolia. And forsythia out. Still at the easy part of this climb. Oh, I'm getting towards the top of this. No heroic moves here. Little gears, low speeds. Taking it easy. It's pretty steep. I think I saw 17% for a minute or a second. But it's mostly 10s, 11, 12. And it seems to keep going. But it says it's the 4th out of like 17 climbs on this route. But they're all not all like this. Pretty back here though. Now turn it on Raish. That was a pretty significant climb. I'm gonna take some of these layers off when I get to the bottom of this. I think right now I'll just get cold. Still on Raish. And a little seasonal road, country road fun. Oh, it takes about 3 trees on either side of the road to make you feel like you're in the woods. Feels nice. About halfway down this. This road is very, very chunky and rough. I have tires for that. I've got 38s or so, 37s. So you want to do this on a road bike. I'm scouting this out sort of as a idea for a brevet, but I have to really advertise, like, don't come out here with your road tires. I'm gonna have something a little thicker. I'm having fun. Alright, I'm out of that. Come out by this farm. And that road was pretty sketchy in that it had a lot of ruts and stuff. Here comes a dog. Good doggy. Anyway. Not a long stretch, but one you wouldn't want to just thunder down without thinking. Right, this guy won't stop. I stopped here to change my clothes. And it's so peaceful and quiet. And so beautiful. Except for you. You got a lot to say. You're a good dog. Yeah, just strip down some layers. The morning's over. And get rolling again. Kickstands up. This road is Straits Corners Road. It's part of a permanent that is in the region. Just approached it from a slightly different way. What are we, about 25 miles in? Oh, 26. One banana and one bottle of water gone. I'm on Halsey Valley Road. Little bump of a climb here. Mostly a gentle downhill or flat. Today's the wind's almost non-existent, so it's pretty nice so far. I think it's supposed to stay that way. Get up around 73 degrees or something like that. Perfect day. Couldn't turn it down. Down here along the Susquehanna. I don't know if we'll cross it here soon. It's right this side of that hill. On Bike Route 17 coming up. I'm gonna hang it right. Do they still make team? Did it become Sprite? I don't know if that's a thing anymore. But I think I remember having one once. Alright, I'm going to cross the Susquehanna and go a little further south. Down in the PA. We got Nichols. There's a racetrack and casino down here. I'll bet I don't go in it. This is the Southern Tier Expressway. We're about 37 miles in. Looks like there's a Dandy Mart up here. Little convenience store slash truck stoppy thing for people go down the expressway. Might stop in and get a milk. About a whole quart of milk. Drink half of it. Nice thing is, a big old bag. Just stand it up in there, and it fits. All right, time to roll on. Goodbye, Nichols. Okay, 282 South. All right, we're climbing up into the hills south of the Susquehanna. Some sort of quarry taking down that hill. Gentle up and downs here. Nothing killer yet. Probably about 10 miles outside of Nichols. It's a beautiful little valley. Followed a stream up along here for a ways. Couple trucks. Alright, we're at Endless Mountains Maple Syrup. I'm gonna pick up a little to bring home.
Yeah, I'll give you a little boost of energy. We just made these.
Oh,
just,
nice.
We're still in
Boy, it's hot and humid in here. Are you guys cooking now?
Yeah, okay. You gotta take it up to 241 degrees,
oh
maple syrup.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have the fans on, and it gets warm in the summertime.
Oh, wow. Just a little bitty boiler.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. And we have cards here. We have online sales.
Yep.
You know, I'll give you one of my cards. I just see if you want to. I don't want to take up your time because I know you're probably busy trying to go somewhere else.
That's all right. Nice to have a stop.
There you go.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. My wife and I own the business.
How long have you had it?
Well, it's been in the family for 3 generations.
Oh, wow.
So her family, dad has passed away, and her grandparents, so we're the 3rd generation that have it, and we took it over after he passed away.
So what's your, what would you recommend? What's your signature interesting flavor? I mean, there's just maple syrup, which I love. Yeah. Just love it.
We have bourbon. If you want something unusual, bourbon is good. And then we have cinnamon and coffee and vanilla and some blueberry. But my favorite specialty one is the bourbon one, but only because it has a good flavor. And then these are our just standard ones. And hot sauce, I make this personally. This sits on the counter and ferments for 7 days.
Oh, nice.
And everything on here has maple in it, farm maple.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Great. How many acres of maple trees do you?
Well, you know, we discontinued tapping them because the maple trees in the back died, but all of her Sheila's relatives that are Russells, they do that. So they have, one guy has 10,000 taps.
Wow. They were nice. He went and got his wife, and we chatted for a while. He gave me some maple syrup, maple sugar candy as a boost. But I got a cinnamon sugar. He's pushing that bourbon on me, but I didn't want that. So there we go. I'll haul this maple syrup the next 80 miles. That'll be fun. Now I could just go straight and make a left a few miles down the road and it would take me there. I'm trying to shave this off to be a shorter ride so that it comes in close to something like a 200K. So I guess I'm taking this road. Not this road, this one up here. This it? Nope. Next one up. It was just past the, maybe about 8/10 of a mile past the maple syrup place. I guess I'm going up over that road, over that hill. It's a dirt road, I think. Hopefully it's not too bumpity, but it's okay if it is. But that'll shave some distance with some elevation gain. So here we go. There you go, Fusner Road. Up. That was a pretty good climb. Got up around, said 17% on the computer. Who knows? It was steep though. Kind of close to the top of it. And I think we kind of coast down. We don't coast down. We go over some more hills. Ooh, down we go. Alright, that shortcut's done. Going over that hill. Now we're on Route 467. Going to Camptown. Some more hill climbing. So it's all rollers out here on the way to Camptown. This is 104, the road. All rollers on Route 104. 20 miles an hour to 7. to 5. Nothing too high. I'm at 9% now. But yeah, they're short. Pop over. Pretty close to Camptown, I think. Maybe 3 miles. Something like that. Coming down Herrickville Road. I think this comes right out into Camptown. I think. Totem Lake. Guess I gotta do a little more climbing before I get there. Alright, it looks like it's close to the turnaround point. Getting close. Somewhere down in that valley is Camptown, I believe. Well, there you go. Whoever picked the chain of convenience stores really missed the opportunity here. I don't know. This should be a racetrack, right? Okay, now I've left that. Now I've left Camptown. Gone 409 over to Towanda area. Over to a couple overlooks that'll be kind of interesting to look at the Susquehanna, I think. But we're stuck in some traffic right now. A little construction. Alright. This climb, more than 500 feet. Pretty steep. Little sections, 8 and 9%, but taking it easy over this. Flat right here. Just drank a bunch of milk at that Dandy Mart, so don't want to push it too much. Nope. Feeling sick. Alright, there goes that hill. Should be coming close to sort of a road that goes along the Susquehanna and has a neat overlook, which I'm curious about. Always in for a view. Alright, I'm on 6 East, Bike Route Y East. There's another sign for Camptown, talking about Towanda and Athens, which is where we're going next. But down here there should be a overlook. Go check out ice cream place right here at the corner. Pretty cool. Might be worth a stop sometime if you're parched. It's just a couple feet down from the turn where that sign was. Got a bar and grill here actually, and kind of a cool lookout. Take a peek. What does Marie Antoinette have to do with this? French asylum. Oh, there's the Susquehanna down there. It's a nice view. And it's over there. So we're at a bend in the river. This is nice, so we're right here. A bend. So French asylum must be over there. that road. Maybe that farm over that way. Pretty cool structure. Oh, if you were looking to get a drink while you're out, kind of cool. I think I saw that motorcycle earlier. Huh.
Different states average.
Hey, find $1, pick it up. All day long, you'll have $1. Check that out. So this kind of road doesn't bother me, but if you're on it for a while, and back where we're going down that big hill, I found that $1. I think this is Route 6. The shoulder's not particularly wide. It's got a rumble strip with no gaps in it. You know how you can weave out into the lane if you needed to? There isn't any. But it's just not a super wide shoulder. I imagine some people would be not pleased with that kind of a road. So I'm not sure if this is going to work out. Maybe find an alternate. But we're in Towanda, I think, here now. Which, you know, it's nice to have a town. I don't have to find a way to get to Towanda without adding a ton of miles, but getting off that busy road. I thought it might have a wider shoulder, and there were parts of it where the shoulder was wider. I don't know, I'll have to shop it around and see what people think. That's the first sheets I've seen. It's been dandy all the way. Alright, back over the Susquehanna here in Towanda. Alright, Main Street continues to be Route 6 in Towanda, also bicycle Route Y. Make a right here. Oh, J, bike J now. County Courthouse. There we go. There's the other Camptown races tie-in. We stayed here. Third crossing, going back over to the east side of the river. Gonna ride along that more quiet side. I saw a little turnoff for bike route, was it J or Y, right before the bridge here? But it says it's private property. I don't know if there's an easement or what. But we're gonna go down this way on the left side. I'm sorry, on the east side, which is the right side. We're facing north right now. There we go. Alright, so this says J is a left here. So, I don't know what that other sign meant. Alright, over we go. It's a view at the top of the climb. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Dropping down. Only a few more climbs, really. This is all flat land here. Farmland in the Susquehanna Valley here. Nice cruising ground. Got this for a few miles anyway. Make some good time. Alright, so that over there coming in is the Chemung. And this is the Susquehanna. This is their confluence. You see the little line of different sediment loads. It looks like the Chemung is more muddy. That's surprising to me. Okay, we're heading down this road. Nice overlook. We got a tiny tailwind. There's been hardly any wind all day. It's a great day. Really cool ride. I don't know if it's going to be something I'm going to turn into a route for Revees, but yeah, it's really pretty. Fourth crossing over the Susquehanna, going into Athens here. Didn't quite realize how many times I was going to be crossing the river. That's cool. Right, I think that's it. I think that's the last time. Probably. Just north of Towanda. Oops, I was wrong. This is Sayre. Yes, Athens is south. To check that on the map later. But yeah, Sayre's just over the borderline. Used to be a big old it's the biggest locomotive structure in the world. Used to be here. See if we can find it. Well, this here is the old train station. I think it used to be over this way, like right behind it, but I think it might be all torn down. But I think I remember reading. Feeling kind of beat up. Just about at 86, the Southern Tier Expressway again in Sayre. Stopping at a dandy, getting a little something. Something that tired me over. Alright, I've been flying along a little bit east of Route 34. Up over some hills. Going on a nice little descent now. Feeling pretty good. Be a big solar panel farm up there. All right, I think that whole area was called Dean Creek Road. I think I switched a couple roads, but seems to have followed a stream. I'm coming right into Spencer. Take that north a little bit, Michigan Hollow. Do a little bit of more dirt stuff, and then we'll coast back into Ithaca. It says I've done all my climbs, but I don't believe it, because some climbing on Michigan Hollow for sure. First Crosby's of the ride. Don't think I'm gonna stop. Nice. Gonna cruise on through. Pretty much done here. No, I don't think I need to fuel up. I've got Gatorade in my bag anyway, if I want it. Didn't put any more powder in my bottles. I ended up dumping a lot of it, so my last load of water for the day, I won't put that powder in it. Buy some Gatorade and call it good. Duck pond there. All right, on we go. Back amongst familiar hills. Went up into Michigan Hollow. Senior Hill. I'm going a different way than I thought I was going to go. I thought I had plotted a route over through Michigan Hollow, but I guess I didn't. Oh well. This is a pretty neat road too. A little bit of chill in the air in this little valley. Sun going down. I don't want to change my clothes this close to native brook trout in there, huh? That's pretty cool. Ooh, looks like a steep one up here. Stream down there. Funny to think of brook trout in this little stream. Probably should put on my reflective stuff. Not a brevet, but I should act like I care to live. Not that anyone's going to be out here, but even so, still probably got a couple hours before it's dark. That's my property. Fuzzy Lumpkins lives there. Gonna just stop and appreciate what we got going on here. Nice little collection of wildflowers, including some white trillium on this hillside, lots of it. That's nice. Not on that side, just on this side. Ooh, some red trillium there. Ooh, that's pretty. I know people have said they've seen them, but I just haven't been out anywhere where I would see them. That's great. Well, keep rolling. Thundercats ride. Aha, I did go to Michigan Hollow, just over Signor Hill. Just misunderstood. Hi. 5 miles of this. Nice easy rolling Michigan Hollow. A little bit bumpy, but washboardy. But compared to the climbing we've been doing, easy going. Sometimes when you go by there, a million beagles are barking in the woods. It's kind of funny. I haven't heard it for a couple years, but I've heard it. All right, we're back on paved. Just right up here, make a left and coast down into Ithaca. I think it's pretty quick from there. Sun's still high in the sky. I don't think I'm going to put on my reflectives. I'll be done with this in a couple minutes. I think this is like just a downhill coast most of the way. I think there's a new store up here. I think I'll stop in and check it out. It might be a good starting spot for rides. See what time they open. Where is it? Is this it? Yes. Always closed. Danby Food and Drink. That would be a pretty good spot. I'll have to check the hours. Because that would shave some miles off. Because I think I need to do something to avoid that bad road down around Towanda. Bad. Something, I didn't think it was too bad, but probably could do something safer. Oh, this is nice. This is the way to end a ride. These last 5 miles are non-pedaling miles. Just cruising along. 26 miles an hour with no effort. Coming down off the plateau and coming down into the... Oh, turn green, turn green, turn green, turn green, turn green. Don't make me stop. Woohoo! There it is, Cuba Lake, at least the southern part of it up to Lansing. Ooh, 30 miles an hour. Feel like I'm probably should put the camera away. Turn green, turn green, turn green. Do it. Turn green. Yay! Okay, turn green. Stay green. Oh, just a 9% grade. Okay, I better put it away before I crash like an idiot. Shouldn't I? Yeah, I'll put it away. Oh, that's the whole thing. Back home. I was planning to start this thing down on the commons over there, but maybe it's better to start it up the hill a little bit, shave a little of the elevation off, so that I can choose some roads that are more friendly. So this was about 7,800 feet of climbing, 128 miles or so. Did it in 12 and a half hours, something like that, with picture taking and fiddly diddling, and just not that fast anyway. Got some creaks and clunks in the bike I need to go work on, so I'll do that. But that's it. That's the ride. I got some cool maple syrup. So the Camptown races are. Or allegedly were. And in general, had a day of it. What a beautiful day for riding. That was very cool. Got some things I want to look up, like that French asylum place on that lookout. That's pretty neat. I want to find out what that's about. There we go. All done.